it suggests that we're likely to hear some very misleading narratives about tax relief enacted into law since 2001. So I think I can speak with some expertise because I was Senate author of at least two major bipartisan tax relief measures. So I would like to set a few things straight. First, the last time that we had a balanced budget, and you remember those years, 97, 98, 99, 2000, revenues were 18.9% of gross national product. Last year, federal revenues were 19.6 of GDP. That's the fourth highest level on record. Yet last year's deficit, even with the highest percentage of GDP coming in taxes, still came in at a whopping $1.4 trillion. The problem isn't tax cuts, as we all know, but the problem is unchecked spending. Over the next decade, spending is projected to average 24.1% of economy, a level previously reserved for either wars or recessions. Even if we manage to sustain revenues at their historic peaks, look what's happened. $2 trillion deficits would still become a norm within the matter of years. Now, evidently, this is okay to the other side of the aisle, but it happens to be very much a moral issue. Whether this generation lives high on the hog and lets our children pay for it, that's not a very responsible thing to do. Second, if Democrats are concerned about tax cuts for the rich and corporations, they ought to reconsider the ones that they enacted last year in the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, which isn't reducing inflation at all, so I like to refer to it as the Inflation Enhancement Act, and that's CBO saying it's not going to reduce the inflation. Those partisan tax increases, or those are subsidies, but they're tax subsidies, are now expected to cost hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars, more than we were told when the bill passed.
This is it, friends. The White House has confirmed that inflation is slowing down, but it's still taking its toll on the American people. One of the groups being hit hardest by inflation are Social Security recipients, retirees, and seniors. But officials say that Social Security beneficiaries can expect major changes this year. The changes may include raising the full retirement age and also payroll tax. My dearest friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, next Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you will need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. For the main share of retirees, Social Security is much more than just some check that they've earned through decades of hard work. Rather, it is a crucial source of income that helps anywhere from 80% to 90%. The program is paramount to retirees' financial well-being and finds itself on even shakier ground than ever. Every year since 1985, the annually released Social Security Board of Trustees report has cautioned that long-term revenue collection would not be sufficient to cover benefits, including annual costs of living adjustments and administrative expenses. In the 2023 report, the trustees pegged this funding obligation shortfall at a whopping $22.4 trillion through the year 2097. If the fundamental issues leading to this shortfall are not addressed in the somewhat near future, Social Security's more than $2.8 trillion in asset reserves will be depleted, which would eventually lead to sweeping benefit cuts to sustain long-term payouts. And the reality is that there are a number of demographic shifts that are adversely impacting America's top retirement programs. Some of these problems include historically low birth rates, threatening to further weigh on a declining worker-to-beneficiary ratio. But among the numerous demographic shifts hamstringing Social Security's financial future, none may be more prominent than its growing income inequality problem. In an ideal world, Social Security generates enough annual revenue to cover its expenses. That was the case between 1983 and 2020, which saw the program's asset reserves increase every year. But since 2021, Social Security has doled out more than it's brought in, which is depleting its asset reserves. Last year, America's most successful retirement program collected $1.22 trillion, although it generates some revenue by collecting interest income on its asset reserves, as well as from taxing a portion of Social Security's benefits on select individuals and couples who earn more than preset thresholds. The bulk of the program's income comes from the payroll tax. The payroll tax is a 12.4% tax on earned income, which includes wages and salary, but not investment income. So if you are employed by someone else, you and your employer split this tax liability down the middle. Meanwhile, if you are self-employed, the burden of this tax falls entirely on you. This is a problem not lost on the highest office of government. Prior to becoming U.S. President, Joe Biden proposed a 4-point plan to strengthen Social Security. The eyebrow-raising proposal offered by then-candidate Biden was to create a donut hole between the maximum taxable earnings cap and the $400,000 where earned income would remain exempt from the payroll tax. It would reinstate the payroll tax on earned income above $400,000. Since the maximum taxable earnings cap rises most years, this donut hole would eventually close down the road. By addressing the well over $1 trillion in earned income, escaping the payroll tax annually, Social Security would be able to generate a sizable amount of added annual revenue, which could possibly punt its asset reserve depletion date decades into the future. One issue with Biden's Social Security proposal is that it doesn't do as much as you'd think to extend the solvency of the program's asset reserves. Although taxing the rich would generate immediate income, Biden's suggestion to boost the payouts of aged beneficiaries and lifetime low earners would offset most of the benefits of taxing high earners. However, the biggest catch of all of this is that taxing the rich doesn't have enough support in Congress to be signed into law. Amending Social Security requires 60 votes in the United States Senate, and it's been 44 years since either party held that many seats in the upper house of Congress. Amending the payroll tax laws would require bipartisan support, and the vast majority of Republicans will not support taxation that specifically targets the highest earners. Chances are that we're going to see Social Security's income inequality problem become worse, which is bad news for an already financially strapped retirement program. So friends, what do you think our government should do to solve the problems with Social Security? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my awesome and dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday. My dearest friends, thank you so very much for joining me here and being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing winners every Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, dear friends, all you will need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.